Hey guys, it's John with another JavaScript tutorial here. This is JavaScript tutorial number 9. In the last tutorial we did cover conditional, logical, and comparison operators, and we're going to move further into conditional operators, or into conditional statements rather. What conditional statements are, they're used to perform different actions based on different conditions. Usually different conditional statements. Very often when you write your code you perform different actions for different decisions, and we have different conditional statements that we use. We use the if statement, which is used to execute code if a specified condition is true. Also, we use the if-else statement, which is used to execute code if the condition is true and another code is false. An if-else statement is used to select one of many blocks of code to be executed. So let's go ahead and do if and write our if statement. Let's go ahead and get our notepad. Alright, we start off with if, and in your parameters we write let's see, x equals 5 equals 5. Alright, and you might want to make your variable, so we're going to do x equals 5 and we're going to end that. Alright, and tab this over and put your bracket, enter, and bracket, and we're going to go in here. And the code to be executed, we're going to be doing document writes. So document dot write, and in the parameters just write whatever you want it to write, and write whatever you want it to write in the parameters, and I'm going to write it good day. Good day. And okay. Finally. Okay. So we're going to save this and we're going to run it in Firefox. Wait for it for a second. And here we go. And it wrote good day. It wrote good day because the condition was true. If the condition was untrue, it would not have written anything because we didn't have anything else to write. That's what the if-else statement is for. So let's go ahead and write an if-else statement. So we start out, we'll keep our if statement and we'll just write else and enter, tab over, and enter. There we go, and we'll write that right there. You don't really have parameters for this one, so we're going to write document dot write, and in the parameters just write whatever. Hello. Okay, so we have x equals 5. If x equals 6, write that. So we're gonna go ahead and save it. Okay, I did change it. In my notepad I forgot to actually write the rest of the parameters and also add the colons at the end of the statements, just on these, not on the end of the else or the if for these parameters. And I changed the statement inside. So if x is less than 5, write good day. If not, write hello. So x does equal 5 and it's less than 5, so we're gonna write if it's less than 6. So save and just go back to your browser and refresh, and it, as you can see, it writes good day. So we're gonna change that to less than 4, and and refresh, and it's not less than 4, so it writes hello. Okay, we looked at that one. Now we did the if first, which as we did the if, it's some code if only a specified condition is true. So we did that, and then we just added on the else part to make it an if-else statement. So let's go ahead and do an if-else statement, which is right here. And we just add another else to it. So write else again. Do that. Tab over and do that. and then we're going to do another document dot write, and then in your parameters we're just going to write this is all wrong. Okay, so what the if else statement does is one more thing, and we also have to write if here and add one more parameter, just one more. If x is let's see, we'll put greater than 7, no, 10. Let's put greater than 10. Close the parameters. So what this does is if it selects one of several blocks of the code, or basically several statements that you've written, and it chooses one to be executed. So we have the if else. So if this is true, it's going to write this. If this is not true, the if less than 4, it's going to go to the else and execute this if statement. If it's less than 10, it's going to write this. If it's not less than 10, then it's going to go to the if statement and it's going to write this is all wrong. Okay, let me go over this one more time just in case you didn't understand that again. We have x equals 5. So we want it to write good day in this condition. If x is less than 4, we want it to write good day. If it's not less than 4, it's going to go to this statement, which is the else, and it's going to execute the if statement. If x is greater than 10, write hello. If it's not greater than 10, it's going to go to the this else statement, and it's going to write this is all wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one and execute it again. So less than 4, we know that's not true. If this is, and it's not greater than 10. Let's just make it less than 10 just for the sake of the tutorial. Alright, so let's save and just go back to your browser if you still have it open and refresh. And as you can see, I refreshed it and it still says hello. So this was not true, so it's not less than 4. Then it just went to here and it went if x is less than 10, which it is less than 10, write hello. Now let's make it greater than 10, save, and refresh, and it did write this is all wrong. It wrote this is all wrong. One more time. Let's go over this one more time. I know you're all getting sick of me saying this over again, but I want this to stick so you guys remember. So we have x equals 5, and the reason I wrote this is all wrong is because it went to the statement if x is less than 4, write good day. X is not less than 4 as this is written above. So it went down to this else statement and it went to the if x is greater than 10, write hello. This if was not true, so it went to this else statement and it wrote this is all wrong because it didn't meet both of these conditions. It did not meet less than 4 and it did not meet greater than 10. If it had met less than 4, if this was x equals 3, it would write good day. If it did not meet this one and it met this one, so if it was x equals 15, then it would write hello. If it didn't, like I said, it didn't meet both of these conditions because it's not less than 4 and it's not greater than 10, so it went to the last code to be executed, so it wrote this is all wrong. Okay guys, this is all I'm doing today. I did the if else and if else statement. So let's go over one more time what each one is. The if statement is the statement that is used to execute code only if a specified condition is true. The if else statement is used to execute some code only if the condition is true, and another code if the condition is false. So if it's true, it executes the code. If it's not, it executes a different code. If else statements are used to select one of many blocks of code to be executed. And in the next tutorial, I'm just going to cover switch statements, which I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is right now. A switch statement is used to select one of many blocks of code to be executed. It's like the if else, but we're going to cover switch statement in the next tutorial because I think it's a little harder than all this. So okay guys, I'll see you in my next tutorial, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe.